Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you what I made for my daughter's first year birthday. She's 2 now, by the way, but I've had this video on my phone for a very long time and I decided to show you guys what I did. Normally I'm not a cake person. Even on my own birthdays I rarely do cakes for my own birthdays, but then it's madam's birthday. I had to make something for her, so I made chocolate overload. So I hope you enjoy this video. I finally made up my mind on the kind of cake I wanted for her, and it's going to be chocolate overload. It's going to be having KitKats all around it. I'm not making something too big because she's getting cakes from my friend, my cousin, and my family friends. So it's going to have KitKats all around it. It's going to be a square cake, and then it's going to be chocolate overload. I don't know if I got too much chocolate, but I just don't want to. I didn't want a situation whereby I'll start working on the cake and then the chocolates will not be enough. So I'm going to show you. I got more scissors too, even though I know that I'll probably be the one to finish it up. A necklace. These two are my favorite chocolate, so I might probably not be using everything on the cake, but most of it to go on the cake. So this is what I got. I'm going to show you the process of making a cake, chocolate overload, and the flavor I made was also chocolate, 2 layers actually. Because of the KitKat, I wouldn't want the cake to be taller than the KitKats I'm going to be using. I got 24 with a little bit extra. I got extra pieces of the KitKat just in case. I'm making 10 inches cake anyway, but fingers crossed, I'm sure they should do. So I just got variety of chocolates. So that's that. So let's see a cake. So I'll be using 2 layers of 10 inches cake, and I made chocolate cake as well because I'll be making chocolate overload. And for the whipped cream, I also made chocolate whipped cream. I'll probably make a video on how to make chocolate whipped cream later on and post it out for you guys. So I already crumb coated my cake and I chilled it. I'll also be posting a video on how I make my whipped cream much later. So I already had my cake crumb coated. I'm just going to be coating it. So for the next coating, it doesn't necessarily have to be super neat because we're going to be putting KitKat all around the cake. The reason why I decided to do this other coating was because I just didn't want it to be just the crumb coat and the chocolate. I wanted cream on the body of the cake. So that was why I decided to do a normal covering after the crumb coat. But it doesn't have to be necessarily neat. Do you get when I say necessarily neat? Your cake can still show around it, but and you can also just do it at the crumb coat level and don't necessarily have to cover the cake completely like I did in this video. So anything that works fine for you is actually okay. And as I said earlier, I would post a video on how I make my chocolate whipped cream later, and then maybe another video on how I make my stable whipped cream. So I'm going to be putting it back in the freezer before I start putting my KitKat around the cake. So just for the whipped cream to firm up a little. So next I'm going to be putting my KitKat around my cake. There is no row to it. All I'm just doing is to just arrange the KitKat neatly around the cake. That's just all I'm going to be doing. So I said it's a chocolate overload cake. I have 2 layers of 10 inches cake. So when you're baking your cake, try to make it flat. because except probably if you measure the height of your cake, I actually do not measure the height of my cake. So that was why I made two flat layers, so that by the time I arrange my KitKat around the cake, I'll still have like space for me to pipe. Do you get, like, I didn't want a situation where my cake would be taller than my KitKat. Do you get it now? So, and if your KitKat and your cake are actually on the same level, like the same height, it actually works fine. And then I also think if the KitKat is higher than the cake, also it also works fine. You can always pipe around it to cover up the excess space you can see above the cake. Okay. So next I'm just going to be putting a ribbon around it. You can actually do without the ribbon, it's not compulsory, but I just wanted to add a little bit of aesthetics to the cake. So then I'm going to be piping around the cake and then put my chocolate randomly, and that's it for this cake. So what do you guys think? Drop your comments. I would love to hear from you guys. Are you team low key on your birthdays and your children's birthdays, or are you team make 5 cakes, 10 cakes for my child's birthday? I actually plan to do better going forward, because they have to know that my mommy is a baker, so I have to do better for our celebration, for our birthday celebrations. So this was what I did for our first year birthday. And then I actually did not want to do the usual character cake, you know, them cocoa melon and the rest of it, because I felt at that age, what does she know about cartoons? She would probably not even understand what it is to love cartoons. So that was why I decided to go for the chocolate overload cake. What do you guys think about my choice? Do you think it was like the right decision? And then I wanted something that she could actually pick from, you know, having chocolate all around the cake. That was actually what she did eventually, and I was happy about it. Like, she was just picking out the chocolate, she was licking the cream. So that was why I decided to have extra cream on the cake, because she loves whipped cream. She doesn't really eat cake actually, but she loves whipped cream. So I decided to do something I was sure she was going to like, and she loved it, in my opinion. I'm not sure. Anyway, what do you guys think about this cake? Drop your comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I'll also like to know the kind of content you guys would love to see on my channel. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.